Hi, I'm Nicole Belanta from Rockwell Automation, and we're here to talk about results achieved. I'm joined by Clayton from Control Systems Northwest to talk about some results that they've achieved. Hi.
Hi.
Could you introduce yourself, your title, and a little bit about your company, please?
Yeah, my name is Clayton Anderson. I am a project manager with primarily RH2 Engineering, but we have our wholly owned subsidiary, Control Systems Northwest, which is a Rockwell system integrator. We just achieved silver status under the system integrator project and also received our water and wastewater badge.
Those badges really make it easier for people to see who to work with and who has expertise where. Can you tell us a little bit about what RH2 does and what Control Systems Northwest does?
Yeah, so RH2's been in the water wastewater business for about 45 years. And as part of that business, we have expanded to control integration starting off in the early 90s and finally got to a point where we felt like we needed to be able to not only just do the programming, but we needed to do the full system integration. And so we formed Control Systems Northwest a few years ago and provide all the equipment, all of the integration services and startup services, primarily designing around Rockwell Automation.
What type of customer do you normally have?
Mostly municipal water, wastewater, and being in the Pacific Northwest where irrigation is so important to the economy, we have become quasi-irrigation experts, especially in upgrading equipment that's very aged from when the United States Bureau of Reclamation did most of their projects back in the 60s, 70s, and early 80s.
I know you have one project in mind you'd like to talk about. Can you share a little bit about this customer?
Yeah, so one of our long-term customers is Lake Chelan Reclamation District. They're based in Manson, Washington, and have a series of 9 pumping plants with their main intake coming out of the Lake Chelan water basin. And they have a very unique system because they have 4 medium voltage, 2400 volt systems, and then they have 5 480 volt or low voltage systems as well.
What were they struggling with? What were they trying to fix or make better?
They had a very old rugged computers system that had a communication round robin of minutes, and whenever they had power bumps, it would take man hours, roughly 6 to 8 to restart their system. So pretty big control system problems, and with phase 1 we ended up doing control upgrades using Rockwell Automation Compact Logix PLCs and a improved radio communication network to where unless they got 5 or 6 power bumps all within 10 minutes, everything was automated to restart. And so that really led to a decrease in overtime for their operators and really a shift in where those man hours during normal operation went to as far as fixing mechanical rather than control issues.
Does it automatically reset itself then?
Yeah, we're able to use the RS Logix 5000 programming to really create some efficient restart programs to where it is able to look at different aspects of their system in a whole picture and restart pump stations without operator intervention.
That's great. And I'm assuming a utility like this is not the kind of service that you can just, turn off and nobody notices. They probably need to be pretty available. Is that something that they were facing and hoping to stay more available?
Correct. Yeah, there was definitely a big need for water when we're talking about very expensive crops with vineyards and fruit trees, to where, during frost conditions, without water for a couple hours can mean, loss of trees, loss of crop.
So tell me a little bit more about what phase 2 of the project entailed as far as results. So we've replaced some drives and motor control centers. What did that result in for them?
As of today, we have 2 of their 9 pumping plants with brand new motor control centers. So 2 of their 4 medium voltage. And as of today, they have 4 pumping plants under construction.
That's a lot to get done in a pretty short period of time. I know you had mentioned your strategy of pre-procuring things. Anything else that's really worked well for you guys?
In municipal work, we really try to make it very low risk. And so pre-procuring things and taking and putting risk on a client is something that a lot of public municipals try to avoid. We were able to work directly with the Rockwell factory partners to make sure that we were approving equipment in a piecemeal fashion and approving equipment with 30-week lead times at the very beginning of the procurement process. And so we were pretty much been able to successfully provide equipment in an accelerated schedule even during the current condition.
Which is really impressive because I think across the board, everyone's struggling with this snarly supply chain that's going on. So that's very good planning to make these projects stay on track and reduce the risk of the customer sitting around and waiting for things to start up.
Yeah, the pre-procurement is one of those things that Rockwell is really working with system integrators. We were able to secure with Rockwell's assistance an extra year of warranty for all of the motor control equipment, which is an added benefit to our clients, again, offsetting that risk of now they're not having to pay for an extra year of a contractor warranty. Really teaming with the manufacturing staff with Rockwell has helped us similarly to really design the full system around similar materials. And for a client that's, not necessarily out in the boondocks, but far away from, major hubs, they are really focused on spare parts. And so Rockwell has very similar parts amongst all their medium voltage and low voltage to allow us to only have to stock certain materials.
That's excellent. I bet that saves them money and also the time of trying to hunt down the proper spare part if they can keep it on hand or you can have it ready for them.
Correct.
This is why we love our partner network. You guys understand how these customers work, what they need, what their pain points are, and you can help us get our tools out there and used in the industry. So thank you so much, Clayton, for taking time to share your story with us.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.